What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one here, we're going to be getting another Tier 3 character, and that is going to be via the Tier 3 selector that we have here for the 5-year anniversary. So you could probably already tell by the title which character I ended up selecting, but just for reference, I'll go over all of the characters that I do not have here at Tier 3, and then I'll go over why I decided to settle on Iron Man here. So Iron Man is the one that I'm going to go with. I do not have Cyclops at Tier 3. I do not have Ant-Man at Tier 3. I don't have Black Panther, I don't have Winter Soldier, and I do not have Captain America at Tier 3. So those are all the ones that I do not have at Tier 3. I went with Iron Man because Captain America I do have ready to Tier 3. He's already level 70, gears 25, so there's not really much value in selecting him. Winter Soldier is the same thing. I have him ready to Tier 3, level 70, 25 for all gears. At least I think I have him at 25 for all gears. Minimum, I have him at level 70 and some of the gears at 25. Black Panther, I'm just not very interested in him right now at Tier 3. Maybe if he gets a good uniform in the future, then he'll be more appealing. But right now, I'm just not really into Black Panther as an option. Ant-Man was one that I was considering, but I was looking through my roster. I already have a lot of speed characters, and Ant-Man just doesn't really seem to have the damage that I would like, so that's why I kind of crossed him out. But he is only at level 60, so he would have been a good option for me. And then Cyclops is another one that I was kind of deciding between, because Cyclops I do just have at level 60, so I would have gotten a lot of value out of him. But I'm just not a huge fan of Cyclops in general, so that's why I ended up settling on Iron Man. So that's who we're going to be getting, so let's go ahead and select Iron Man here. And here we go, Tier 3 selector. Do we get... Ooh, we do get the animation. Here he is flying in. Alright, there we go. So Iron Man is now Tier 3, so that's awesome. So now I get to try him out. So I don't have really any experience with Iron Man, at least not too much experience with Iron Man. I use him at Tier 2 just in like Shadowlands, but that's about it, and I pretty much just spam his skills. So I'm going to need to figure out what kind of skill rotation I like with him, and then if I want to kind of change around his build a little bit, because I did update it some. So I did go ahead and give him just some 6-star ISO 8s. Nothing was fully awakened though. I just threw this on him. I have not changed this obelisk. This is the obelisk that I had on him from the start. A guard break immunity, ignore dodge 140 proc. I don't remember if Iron Man needs the guard break immunity. I kind of think he does, because his 5th skill doesn't have an iframe or invincibility. His 4th skill is a full iframe. And then what's the other skill that we're going to be using? The 3rd skill, I believe, for the buff. Yeah, and I don't remember if that one was an iframe or not. But let me know in the comments below if he really needs the guard break immunity or not, because right now I'm just going to be testing him out, and I already have guard break immunity on him, so I'm not going to really be able to tell if that's going to be helping or hurting, because I don't have a reference point of playing him without the guard break immunity. And if I end up liking him, I will switch him over to a CTP probably. The two options that I have for him are just a CTP of energy or a CTP of destruction. The destruction, of course, to get that guard break immunity or to keep it. So let me know in the comments below which one you think would be a better fit for Iron Man, which one I should swap out for him, because like I said, those are pretty much my two options, unless I just go with a defensive build on him, put like a Transcendence, Authority, or something like that on him. So yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think I should put on Iron Man. But for this video, we're going to be testing him out with this obelisk on him here, so I'm not going to be changing anything right now. So oh yeah, his uniform is at heroic, if we wanted to take a look at that. Some of the uniform options there, and then for his details here, we have our ignore defense maxed out, got skill cooldown maxed out. Our crit rate is a 50%, and our crit damage is quite low at only 132, so I do need to work on some of those stats. So that's what my Iron Man is looking like right now. So let's go ahead and hop into a little bit of gameplay and see how he can perform. Alright, so here we are at World Boss Ultimate. We have Coal Obsidian. I'm just on stage 46 here. That seemed to be kind of one of the highest stages I could do with my current build of Iron Man. And even that, I don't know if you can fully clear it. I've only done a few playtests to kind of mess around with his skill rotation, just see what kind of damage he can do, and that kind of stuff. And also change and swap around a few strikers to see what might work best for him. So the team that I'm using right now is just Ghost for leadership, and then we have Coulson for his tier 2 passive. We get 2 team team-ups that way for the crit damage, because my crit damage is really low. I could use Nick Fury, of course, to get a bigger bonus, but I'm just trying him out like this for now. I don't want to give him like the full maxed out thing. I want a little bit of room for improvement. Yeah, and we're on stage 46, and the strikers that I've been using here are all damage strikers, except that we have anti-venom for the healing, because it seems like I actually need the healing. I don't know if I'm just playing Iron Man wrong or something, but I kept getting hit a lot, so I really needed that extra healing. He wasn't too safe just because of how long the cooldown is on his 4th skill. That was really messing me up in terms of keeping him alive. And then we actually have Weapon Hex on here for the all defense down. And that's because Iron Man's all defense down is just too low. He only stacks up to minus 30%. Normally, I don't recommend having an all defense down striker if you're using an attack character with all defense down, because then the resistance will build up and then it won't be as effective. Whereas if you only use your attacking character, then of course they don't build up a resistance to that debuff. But since it's so low, the difference is pretty big still. So having Weapon Hex here and then just letting the resistance build up and then having those occasional spikes in damage where we get that stack up to 100% outweighs having just Iron Man's native minus 30% all defense like all the time. Like it just, that minus 30% just doesn't seem to do anything. I tried out different stages and just messing around with the strikers, and I'm always getting more damage when I use an all defense down striker. So that's what I'm going with here. So let's go ahead and hop into the fight. Alright, so for Iron Man, which of course I don't know if this is the best rotation or not, this is just the rotation that I like to use to try to keep him alive, is I open up with the 5th skill for the damage immunity. So let's go ahead and swap over, open up with the 5th skill. That's the one I usually try to proc on. I use the 3rd skill for the buff, and then I hop right into the 4th skill. Let the 4th skill play out, and then I go right back into the 5th skill. And then of course, as you can see, the long cooldown on the 4th skill kind of starts interrupting the rotation a little bit here. And then there we go, you see that random spike in damage. That was Weapon Hex lining up with his 4th skill. So we do still occasionally get that. And the reason that it can still work is because oh, it's working a lot better this run than any of the other runs I've done. I'm not really sure why. I'm just maybe getting lucky this run. But what I was trying to say is it's still, geez, why is it working so well here? Works well is because the resist can never go to like 100%. So like they'll never completely resist the debuff to where it doesn't even apply and they become immune to it. And because of that, you have it apply for the lowest duration of 1 second, and usually that can even be moved around a little bit. Jeez, he's doing so much better this run than all of my test plays. I don't know what is going on. Like, this is a lot more damage than I was seeing in my test runs. But anyway, where was I going here? Oh, since you always have that 1 second, since you can time, if you get lucky with the timing then, and Weapon Hex is, ow, what the heck just hit me? Weapon Hex is striking right when you're using the 4th skill, and the 4th skill applies the all defense on like partway through, like right here when he starts hitting the lasers. Then you can still get a lot of damage for that just 1 second. Like you'll see a little bit of a spike in damage, and that seems to be worth it more than, of course, using any other all defense down strikers or just not using any all defense down strikers at all. So that's just my, I don't know, observation here that I've noticed with Iron Man. As you can see, it's slowing down now because his resist has built up. So now he's a lot more resistant to the all defense down. But you can see it was working well at the beginning. And like I said, if I just went with no all defense down strikers and just had his own native all defense down, the damage was just really bad. It's pretty much the same as just not having, ouch, any all defense down. So I kind of just prefer to use this method here, but let me know if you have good success with Iron Man with all defense down strikers or without all defense down strikers, and which ones you kind of prefer to go with for Iron Man. But as of right now, this is the kind of strategy that I've been using. You could see that my resist is quite high, so for this stage in particular, I had like double the recommended amount of resist, so of course that probably helps for this stage in particular. But when I'm pushing higher, of course you're going to see a lot more diminishing returns. And yeah, I don't know, are we even going to finish this, or are we capping out on our damage here? We might be capping out a little bit on damage. Alright, so let's do this. Go with this. I keep messing up that tier 3. I'm not very good at timing his tier 3. What I generally am trying to do with his tier 3 is I get the tier 3, let it play out, and then as soon as the big blast starts from the tier 3, I try to hop into the 5th skill and have the 5th skill actually activate my damage proc. So I have the residual damage from the tier 3, and then also the, oh gosh, no, run Iron Man, and then also the damage from the 5th skill. But I'm just really bad at timing that. Again, I haven't been playing Iron Man much. This is kind of just me after playing Iron Man, I'd say 6 or 7 little like practice runs against Cole here, just swapping in and out strikers, seeing what the damage looks like, backing out, and then changing the strikers, and then trying a different rotation. And then once I found this one keeps me kind of protected well enough, this is kind of the rotation that I just end up going with. But mainly I'm just using whichever skill can keep me alive, depending on what attack Cole Obsidian is doing. So I'm still not even super consistent with sticking to that rotation. But anyway, it looks like Iron Man is a little bit light on the damage after this striker change, so I think he kind of really needs that extra all defense down. But besides that, I'm actually enjoying playing him, so not too disappointed about my choice here. As you can see, the damage really slowed down. We went from looking like we're going to clear it really quick to now just barely able to clear it in the time. So here we go. And then finish him off. All right. So definitely could have been faster if I can get a little more consistent with his skill rotation, get better at keeping him alive, and maybe timing with Cole Obsidian here. But oh, hey, we got something for our Conqueror level. Nice. So yeah, that's just kind of my initial observations with Iron Man here. You know what? I might try him a little bit in GBR. So let me see if I could get a quick GBR match in and see how he does against... who do we have today? Either Galactus or Master Mold, depending on when I put this video together. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch over to that. Alright, so we did end up having Galactus here today, so let's try out Iron Man. I'm using the exact same team. We have Ghost for leadership, and then we have Coulson for support. And let's see, over here we have 2 random teammates. We have one guy that brought 2 tier 3s in, not really sure why. And then we have another here with a tier 3 Sharon, so we'll see if he's going to be helping us out here or carrying us, because I don't really have high hopes of Iron Man doing too well here, but we will see. So now we just got to wait for this to load, waiting for other players. Are we going to get disconnected, or are we going to get to try out Iron Man? Stay tuned. Oh, and we loaded. All right, so here we go. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, Iron Man. Go. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Alright, so I do see some damage, so I'm thinking that this Sharon should hopefully be okay. If that's her, that might even just be that Phoenix. Alright, so let's line this up. Oh, where's our... It's like, where's our damage proc? That was all from Sharon. That wasn't any Iron Man right there. So I don't know how we're doing yet. So as soon as he switches over to the next phase here, we'll check out the score and see what kind of damage we've been doing here. Hopefully the damage is good. That would be nice. Whoa. I mean, it looks like we get a nice little burst of damage there at the end of the 5th skill. Oh yeah, she was the Still not very good at timing that tier 3. I really need to work on that. Maybe I should just let the tier 3 play out and proc on that instead of missing the proc like most of the way through. Might be a little bit of a better option, but who knows. Oh, okay, let's see. So where are we at? Oh, we are doing the most damage. Okay, that's good. He switched over to the next phase in a timely enough manner here, I think. So I think we're doing okay. Where are we? Oh, we're up there. I was like, where is my Iron Man? Move? Ooh, that was close. I've been getting like this thing where the joystick is just sticking and like I'm pulling to one direction and the character just is not moving. Like they just are stuck in place. It's like it's glitched out and doesn't register that I'm like pulling the joystick to one direction or the other. So it's really weird. I don't know if anyone else has been having that problem, but it is quite annoying. Because it's gotten me killed a few times in World Boss, where I'm trying to get away from the boss, but my character just refuses to move. Alright, so now we're going to dodge some meteors here. Luckily, Iron Man is very quick, so we can do whatever we want here. And no damage proc. Alright, fantastic. Where are you at, damage proc? There it is, at the end of the 4th skill. Oh, he's doing this. We need to switch because I can't cancel out of that 3rd skill. This guy's gonna run right next to me, isn't he? Oh. Run, Ghost, run! Why does everyone seem so slow right now? Alright, let's do the tier 3. There we go. I think I timed that tier 3 a lot better. It looked like it lined up with my 5th skill right there, so that was some nice damage. I'll take that. Not too bad. Okay, where's my damage proc at? What skill is that? Probably the 4th skill. Yep, there it is. Alright, that took a little while. Let's buff and... Okay. I thought he was going to switch there, else I was going to use the tier 3. Ouch. Dodge some more meteors. And now, can we do the tier 3? And nope, it procced early. So let's just let the tier 3 go. Ooh, not bad. Tier 3 on its own was doing some pretty good damage. Ah! Who left? Who was that? I see the Wolverine over there. It might be the guy with the 2 tier 3s that just left. Yeah, oh, the Sharon's dead too, though, so that's why. Okay. Well, it's all up to Iron Man here. Iron Man, you're gonna have to pick up the slack here, because I'm pretty much the only one doing damage now. So we'll see what happens here. Ooh. At least the 4th skill does good damage if I accidentally proc on that one. Alright, so can we get a tier 3 in here? Ooh, yes we can. Yeah, look at that damage. Alright, so there should be one guy in here with me to help collect the orbs. The other guy is just the AI. Iron Man is nice and quick, so I can cover 2 zones. I just need that guy to cover the other zone. Alright, who has the... Oh, the AI does. Perfect. I will take it. Alright, buff that. And we're just barely on pace to actually clear this, so... That's if we do the same amount of damage that we did on the first half, and we are a person down, so... I'm not sure how I feel about that. Proc! Ah, run away! Who's it targeting? I think it's targeting me. Ah, the Rasengan orbs of doom here. Don't like these things. They're still white, so they haven't fixed that. They explode with the... like a white dwarf going off. Explosion of a star. Wow. I mean, he's doing better than I thought he was going to do. You know, I'm not really sure what I was expecting him to do, but he's just doing better than I thought he would do. I guess I'll leave it at that, but I don't know what I was really expecting him to do. Okay, that was a little bit light on that damage proc. But yeah, I don't know, so far I think Iron Man is performing pretty well. So yeah, I'm happy with my selection so far, because like I said, the other option was going to be Cyclops, and Cyclops may do more damage than Iron Man, but I don't know, haven't never been a huge fan of Cyclops, like the character in general, from like the comics or the animated series, anything like that. He's just never been one of the characters that I like, so that's kind of why I decided to go with Iron Man here. Ooh, that's a little bit of... Oh, you're doing this again, are you? You just did this attack. Choose a different one. Choose something else, please. Okay, yeah, the damage slowed down a lot, so we're definitely going to run out of time here. And now I am the only... Oh gosh, we're going to get hit by that. Only person left. Ooh, just barely got that 5th skill up for that damage immunity. That could have been bad. Okay, there. Oh, he's switching sides. Alright, so let's try to get a nice little damage proc right here. Yeah. That wasn't too bad. I'll take that. That was like 2.5 bars or something like that. That is respectable. But now I don't know where my damage proc is. Oh, at the very end of my 5th skill. Fantastic. Uh-oh. Fifth skill, go! Whoa! Alright, so now I'm going to need to do this. Might have done that slightly too early. Yep, because the damage proc didn't go off at all. Man, I feel like half the game is fighting with the damage proc. It's like, can you go off consistently? No? Okay, well, I guess I'll just keep spamming skills then. Try to get some kind of rotation going on here. Uh-oh. Need to run from this. That Wolverine is still alive, is he? That's kind of impressive. He's just sitting there in all those purple circles. Is that going to kill him? Oh, Wolverine is down. So now I am the only one here, and he's doing another unblockable attack. Ah, oh, well, I'm dead. I shouldn't have done that. I kind of thought that would happen. All right, so how much damage did we do in 8 minutes? We did 29 million damage in 8 minutes. So, yeah, Iron Man can definitely do a third of the damage, so that's fantastic. I'm not sure how much it would have done in the full 10 minutes. Again, I played a little bit sloppy there, so definitely could have done a little bit better in terms of the damage and getting consistent with my proc and stuff like that. But I haven't had too much practice with Iron Man. Overall, I don't know. I think he's a fun tier 3. Definitely a little bit better options out there. But if you already have, you know, Sharon and Captain Marvel from the selection, then Iron Man is probably going to be a good choice there. And actually, Winter Soldier has quite a bit of value now just because of the striker changes, because he has that all defense down on his tier 3, so you can pretty much always get that burst damage from the all defense down on his tier 3. So he could be another good option, but he's kind of difficult to play, so keep that in mind to get the damage. And he only has the all defense down on his tier 3, so he doesn't have it on any of the other skills. But as you see with characters like Iron Man that only have like up to minus 30% all defense down, that's basically not having any all defense down. It doesn't really make a difference in your damage when you're getting into the higher stages of War Boss Ultimate. You really need to have something that's like 60% or more. Maybe 50% can do okay, but you want kind of like 50-60% kind of minimum to really see big gains or returns on your damage with the all defense down. So yeah, that's going to be my thoughts on Iron Man here. Like I said before, let me know in the comments below if you have Iron Man at tier 3 and how you like to play him and what kind of CTP or obelisk you have on yours. But that's going to be it for this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.